Hello everybody, this is Naomi. This is day 9 of my 30-day challenge. Today I want to make a no-sew journal. I seen a video, I liked it, and I will place the lady down below that did this journal. I'm not sure if she's the only one that's done it, but I really like what she did. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 composition books, and I took a cereal box which I've already cut down to fit my covers. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible to where it's not going to be a long video. So we're going to set these to the side, and what we're going to do is we're going to start gluing our covers together. And one thing you're going to learn is, I've been fiddling with them and playing with them. These are not all the same sizes, as you can see. Some stick out a little different, so you just kind of have to arrange them in the way that they fit best. So let me get everything I need together and we'll get started. Let's get to gluing these together. Okay, now just bring your next one here, line it up the best that you can. Just like so. And I think the way that I'm going to do it is just glue 2 at a time. Give them some time to glue together. And then come back and glue the other 2 together. Okay. This one will go on here. Squeeze it down real good. Any glue that comes off, wipe off. And I gotta go back to the first one because I didn't do something a while ago. I'm just gonna easily open it back up and hit down this. They're gluing together pretty good, so I may not have to wait too long. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this third one on since we got an odd amount. I got my fan going, so that helps too. It helps this glue get tackier. So come back with this one, place it down where it needs to be. Just like so. I'm going to go ahead and put these other two, and then we're just going to let it, I'm going to put some heavier books on it, and I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll be back. So for the moment, this is what we're doing. We're going to decorate it, the inside, outside, put a cool binding on it. Now it's just a matter of pressing it down and letting it dry. So I'll be back once it's dry. Okay, now that this is somewhat dry, I'm putting some twine in the center, and I've just laid it in there. I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm gonna put it down in the seam. And I'm going to brush it in there so that it will glue in the seam. Just like so. That way it stays in there. Okay, I've gotten my material. A very sweet lady, Sherry, had gotten me some owl material a while back, and I've been holding it to see what project I wanted to use it for. Well, I'm going to use it on this. So I'm going to just butt it up to here and start putting it on. And if I get it on the outside, that's fine, because it's not going to hurt it any. And it's probably just a smidget long, but the good thing is I can cut it once I get it situated and trim it up. Okay, I just want to make sure all the wrinkles are out of it. Do it just like that, and whenever after I get it set, then I will come back and put a coating of Mod Podge over the top of it. But for the moment, let's see. I'm going to just put me some Mod Podge and a ball over here. That way all I gotta do is just dip it, come back and brush it in. Just like so. Because my plan is to try to get it to go down in this valley here, but it be firm, if you know what I mean. There we go. Now we'll put it into the next valley, just like so. Well, I don't want to pull it up out of the one, so we'll pull it up here, so that goes back down, and then this one will go down in this one without pulling the other one up. Just like so. Now, I'll give it a little more. Right, it sticks good. I'm just going to easily fold it over. Get it to go down into this valley. Just like so. Raise it up again. Fold it over again. Let's get it to go down into this valley. And then fold it on over to this way. And I'm almost shorted myself, but I'll do it this way. We can go back and finagle it before it gets too dry. As long as I get the edge here pretty well covered, I can finagle it elsewhere. Okay. And back. Move the string. And to mind you that this is the first time I've ever made one like this. First time I've used the Mod Podge for something like this. So this is all new as well. So just kind of bear with me. I just kind of all want them to go down where it gives it that valley look. It ain't gonna be perfect. There we go. Like I said, it ain't gonna be perfect. Now I'm going to come back here, give it a little more. That way everything is covered good. Okay, I'm going to heat set this and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to take my back and I am going to glue it here. Because I want my black to just be plain Jane. Because it never fails. I don't care what you put on the back of your book. It will pick up dirt off the cabinets, off your whatever. And then it gets scuffed up and dirty looking. And I just don't like that. So I'm just going to do a basic black paper and be done with it. And that way alrighty, so got it all good and covered. So I'm gonna put it just like so. Get it glued down. Get the glue off of me where it's coming out from underneath the paper. I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm going to work out them air bubbles up underneath the paper. And if any glue comes out, you just wipe it down. Wipe it back off. Just like so. Come over here, cut this edge down just a little, so I don't really, just like so, because I'm going to glue it down to the book itself. I'm just barely going to fold over this piece here, so that it folds underneath that. Okay, so there's that. And like I said, I'm going to trim this up just a little bit, not much. Just like so. And on this corner here, I'm going to do it like this. I've learned how to make these rounded corners to where they will round out for you. I just cut little slits in that corner, just like so. Now I need my score, and I'm going to score around this edge, score around this edge, and I'm going to do it around the corner. Take it down, score around this corner. That way, that will help everything fold over just a little bit easier. And since this is going to be up against my material, I don't need a very big piece to fold over because it'll just make a space underneath my board. So I'm trying to just get enough to where it covers the edge to where it will. Now I'm going to raise it back up. And I'm going to take my art glitter glue, since I need a fine line, and just, I got more than what I wanted, but it'll be alright. Okay, so take the rag and just start working it over. It'll take a minute for that glue to adhere, but once it takes hold, it's gonna be there. So there we go. Okay, because this is going to be just like this. So, and that gives it that real crisp edge here, lining up against your material. So that helps a lot too. So let me get some more Mod Podge in my cup and get to working. I've had a bunch of these little bottles of Mod Podge from Dollar Tree, so I thought I'd get them used up. Right up against the line, no further. All the way to the end of the paper, or the page. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to line this up, this, get your corner where it needs to be. See, now's the time to start working that paper over the top. Just like so. bring this over here. I'm going to, hopefully you can see it, but I'm going to, let me move this water out of the way. Then I'm going to move it over here where you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm just taking a little bit of this Mod Podge and painting up the black so that I can fold it over nice and gracefully, just like so. And I'm going to worry about the corners in a few minutes. Right at the moment, I want to get this part of it, then I'll worry about the corner. Give me my rag bag. I like to take my bone folder and come firmly up against the edge like this. That way I know that it is firmly getting a grip on that edge. So there's that. Now we'll do this end one. Up, kind of round it over. Just like so. Now we'll work with the corners. I'm just gonna lightly give it a little bit of glue, like so. You're gonna fold this piece over, this piece over, that piece over, just like so. And then just take your bone folder and help round it out. And just hold it firmly until it takes hold here. And where you have a little bit of space here, sometimes I just take a little piece just like this. Get you a little bit of Mod Podge on it, and fill in your corner, and nobody even knows that it's, and when you put your paper over the top, it all looks the same. So now let's work with this corner. Over and over. It's just a matter of getting it to lay the way you want it. Like so. Come back with a small piece like so. Put that with your Mod Podge there. And put her down. Just like so. And like I said, you just round this down just like you do your edgings. Okay. So you're ready to decorate the inside of your book. So, for the cover, I'm not doing the cover the same way. I'm going to be painting and drawing on my cover. Then once I'm done, I will be putting my cover on. So, that's where we're at the moment. I'm going to measure the inside of these and get all my panels ready to go inside. And then that'll be the next thing, and we'll go from there. Thank you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I've got some very disappointing. In the middle of my video that I was making, we had a storm come in, and I lost electricity and lost the last end of my video. I tried to break them down into 2 small videos and put them together, and I lost the last half of my video. So I'm very upset. So all I've got is basically the ending part of this, just to show you what I've done, and which is really disappointing because I wanted you to see how I did it, and I don't have that footage now. So, and I can't go back and redo it because I'd have to make a complete new book. So, I guess we'll just proceed from here and let you see the ending product. So, here is my cover. And like I said, I used the some of the owls, and all I did was just, if you'll notice, this is the same owl here. I just took and cut them out and then Mod Podged them, and they're solid. They're not going to come apart. They're not going to string, which I like that idea. And then I did my background, and then I come back with some die cuts for the tree limbs and stump and stuff like that. Then I just come back with greenery and started slowly filling it in. Then I put my owls down. I drew in their feet, as you can see. And then I went around the edges. I just wished you'd have been able to see it rather than just being able to see the final ends. So I'm going to walk you through the book of what I've done. That way you can see it all. I'm trying to adjust it in my screen so that you can see everything. So whenever you flip the book open, this is your inside cover. This is a pocket. Then you flip through to the end of the book, to the first section, and this is how I decorated this page. I just come in and put some stickers. I love dolphins, so I put dolphins in here and hearts, and now we're going to flip it, and it'll be the, and then I didn't want to cover up the whole page, so I just found this image here and just put it in. And I'm thinking about coming back and putting some lace like this around the edgings. I think that would look real pretty. So I haven't, I mean, I'm not done. I'm sure as I use this journal, I will do a lot more to it, but this is just temporary. And then this is the other back page. And then when you flip it over, and here's my marker, which I haven't finished because right now it's really too long. I'm going to put a dangle here. This is another pocket. See? Another deep pocket. And I will do this here in a few minutes with you. And this one, I didn't want to cover it all up either because I like the images of the people. So I just come in and put hot, you know, stickers and real story on it. And then here's another image. I love what bees do, but I'm highly allergic to bees, so I give them all the space they want. And a lot of people don't know this about me. I love frogs. In my flower bed, I've done ceramics in the past. I have all kinds of ceramic frogs that I have hand painted and put in my flower beds. And I don't know what it is. I know a lot of people think, oh, they're just gross little creatures. But without a frog, you're going to have more mosquitoes and more bugs. I would rather deal with the frogs than the bugs. So, maybe that's the way I look at it. I don't know. And butterflies and turtles. Butterflies are... I can't get enough butterflies. I love butterflies. There's something about a turtle, just like a frog. They serve their purpose. You're not seeing as many of the turtles as you used to, which scares me because that means a lot of things are changing and there's not going to be many of them left. And then here is the back, which is a beautiful peacock, and it's a pocket as well. I didn't want big standard pockets. I just wanted something so if you folded up a piece of paper like this, wanted to stick it in there, you had a place to stick it. So, okay, let's work on this real quick. Okay, I have these owl beads and I'm going to put them on here. I'm having a hard time getting them on here because the string is so thick. So I started working on them, and I've got 2 on it, but now I'm trying to get the other 2 that I want on it. So it may take me a minute or 2 to get all of these on here the way that I want them, because they're being cantankerous. I get it down to the end, and then it just kind of stops. So I'm not sure what the deal is. So I'm hoping I can get, and see, aren't they just the cutest little owl beads? They're perfect for this. So I would really like to get them on here if any way possible. And I've, back at the beginning, I took and Mod Podge the end of this so it would be a little stiffer. So, because I knew that this was a little thick on the string, but come on, just get me enough to where I can get a hold of it with the tweezers like I did a while ago. And see, I'm not sure if they're hollow beads, because if they are, all I'm doing is filling up the inside of this bead with this twine. Come on. I may not get to use this blue one, because the other two come through just fine. So let's try the pink one. I so want to use them. Okay, let me come right back. Okay, I finally got it all strung together, and this is how it looks. I took and put a little white pearl between each one of the owls, and then I had this beautiful silver and gold dangle owl, so I put it on there as well. So that is how she's put together. And like I said, I am so sorry we lost footage. I was very frustrated and almost cried when I went to find it after the electricity came on and it was gone. I don't know what else to do. I would have really loved for y'all to seen how I did everything, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards. But thank you for being with me throughout all of this. And thank you. If you like my video, hit the like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Like I said, I'm trying to build up my page. Be more active on my page. Do more crafts. And when this is all said and done, all except for this, all the goodies that I'm making, I'm going to have a big giveaway. There will be more than one giveaway. So, being said, I hope you liked my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry that we've lost some footage here, but the Lord's stronger than I am, and He knows what's best, because He's the one that knocked it out. So, thank you, and have a blessed day.